which since I'm going to go over the exercise, which is gonna be the type of question in the exam, I'd like to go over the slide, also tell you which gonna be in the exam or not. Because the reason I do, because if I do review here, there are too much a slide to go over in one day. Okay, so today I will go over some. Then we don't have so many left. No need to. I will give a spread. I will give the document to you. Okay, you don't need to copy it. So here, let's take a look at HTML. The HTML, that lecture, they just have a few, like two or three multiple choice question on it. Okay. If I didn't say anything, that means not in the exam. Okay. Oh, here. You need to understand the relative. I will give you the sheet to you. I'll give you the Word document to you. Okay. You have to understand the relative and absolute URL. Okay. Two dots means go to the parent, right? And this go parent again, right? So what's gonna happen is I start recording. Yes, okay. What's gonna happen is take a look at it here. Relative URL. Oh, here. Inside my resources, I have user, I have image, I have doc2, right? Suppose I give you a scenario and you have to find out which one I have the demo user, right? You have to tell me, suppose this is my user.html. I want to get the URL for doc2, which is on the image. SRC, I want to get a doc2. How to do it? You have to understand here I'm on user2. User2.html is inside the resources. So how to refer to the doc2 image in the user.html? You have to use /, then got .users, .image. This one, right? Do you get it what I'm trying to do? I want to from user.html. In the user.html, I have image. And here SRC, okay? I want to give me a URL here to refer to the doc2.jpg. How to do it? /images doc2 is inside, sorry. Doc2 is inside the user, okay? It's inside. Inside images. Okay. Where's my user? Sorry. The user is inside the user, okay? It's not inside user resources. So this user.html is inside user, right? So to refer to a doc2, I just go // gonna be in the user, then /images doc2, okay? So the question gonna be look like this, okay? Which is what's the URL? Find out the URL. Okay, this one. You need to understand what's the block element and what's the block elements. The only block elements just know how to define a paragraph. All others ignore it. Okay. Block element always start with a new line, right? And take up the full width available, which is stretched out from left and right. And the only two block elements are gonna be in the exam. One is div, one is the paragraph. All others not in the exam. Okay. Do you need me to give you example of div and paragraph? Yeah, good. Okay. Inline element. Inline elements You only need to understand the two, span and image. That's it. All others, you can ignore. Okay. Or you can understand by yourself. Or probably, do I have a link? I forgot. Let's add A. I forgot if I have A-H-I-F, right? Okay, jump, okay. So no. You need to make sure the nesting tags are nested correctly, okay, nesting tags, which means what kind of nest correctly, okay. What's the error of this one? This closing is not a closing. This closing is not a closing A, right? It's closing. So it's not nesting correctly. Okay. BR skip. The difference between block elements and the inline elements. Okay. Comments are not in the exam. Okay. UL, LI, OL. Okay, that's it. For HTML, only those in the exam. Okay. Whatever I didn't say here, not in the exam. Okay. You got me? Okay. Lecture 2. CSS. CSS, the basic CSS. Okay. Basic CSS has one question in the multiple choice and have another question I will show you in a minute. Okay. So let's review. You have to understand this one is skip. This one skip. Okay. How to add a cell skip. Okay. CSS rules. You have to understand this is the selector. This is the thing. Okay. Property. Okay. The only two properties to remember inside the exam are only test this one. The only two property you will be tested is one is color, one is a background color. And for others, no need to understand. Do you know how to do color, column? And what's gonna to be this question? It's going to be like this one. You are going to have a question like this way. I'll give you a piece of HTML code and I'll give you a piece of CSS code. The CSS code here only have a color and a background color, no others, okay? And then you have to find out text color refer to the color you give. You got me? And background color is the background color. That is one question, okay? The other question I'll show you later, okay? So first, let's do this one first. Okay, let's do this one. I will put it here. Yeah, CSS question CSS.html. Format. Okay, and we will have this body, this part. Style. Format. Oh, let's take a look at it here. I would think that's a rounded. Okay, we was from we are do by without a rounded. Okay, like we are doing in the exam. Okay, I would think it's just a rounded. Okay, that's the result. Sorry. Okay, this is our code, and then we are going to have first, second, and the third. In the exam, gonna be exactly first, second, third, and the text color and the background color. Okay, that is. Yeah, my bad. Like this one, right? PG, okay. Now, at the beginning, if we don't apply any styles by default, the first and the background, first, second of them gonna become black, right? Black and black, black. And this background will become white, white, and white, okay? Then we apply styles. So when we add the background color yellow and color magenta, all of them gonna be changed, right? Because the first is inherit. All of them are inside the body. Okay, so we are going to have what's the this is a bad word. Megan. In the exam, you just give me final. But I'm doing, I just go step by step. Okay. In the exam, I just only one word. Okay. Yeah.
And he's doing this.
Oh, sorry.
Good.
Okay. Let me do like this way. Can I see it? Okay. So I first we apply after a browser we do apply this one. Okay. In the exam, just give me the final one. I don't need to see the steps. Okay. Just give me a final one. Magenta. Magenta. And we do have what's thing? Yellow, yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Okay, and then we apply paragraph. Paragraph color is orange. That means this one gonna is a paragraph, right? Going to have a color which is orange. And we don't change it for the background color because we don't apply. And then here, this has two parts. One is the class selector. The other one is grouping, right? Which is was
Second is a paragraph.
oh, second is also paragraph. Sorry, my bad. This one is also paragraph, right? So we're changing this one to be orange. Okay. No more, right? Be careful. Okay. That's how. Okay. Then we have what's thing? Central and item. This is the class central. Hey, this one class item. That's ID. So this one actually we don't do anything. For this item, we don't have a class called item, right? So we just apply for central. Now let's take a look at central. When we give central, we have a color green, right? Take a look at it here. Do we change the color this one to be green? No, because this paragraph is directly applied on second. But if we apply central, that means inherit, right? Inherit doesn't win the what's thing direct applied. Even though central is 10 points and paragraph is 1, right? So this, so we don't change the color for this one. Do we need to change the color for this one? Yes, because previously this magenta is inherited from body, but we have a more concrete one, which is this one. So we'll change the color to be a green, right? That's this one, right? And then last one, item. We have ID item, right? We have a background color cyan. Okay, it's called cyan. Then which is one CYN, like this, right? So in the exam, you just give me the final one. I don't need to see the solution how we did that. Okay.
So the element has higher precedence than the class.
Which one?
Element.
Which element?
Element tags. So
this one you talk about a direct child, because the second and the first is directly wrapped by the P, and by the for the center is after center is added on the div. Center is added on the div. Okay, if div has some word, but second is a direct child of paragraph.
So in case if we have another class for the P, so that class will take the precedence, right?
Yeah, yes. Suppose in the P here, okay, I have a class. Suppose P, this one also have a class called central. Then this second gonna change it to be green. Okay, okay. Any question on this one?
You say why third is green?
Why third one is green? Okay, very good. Let's take a look at the beginning. Third one get the color is this one, right? Okay, so why the third one get the color which is this one? Is because it's part of the body, right? And inherit color, right? But now this third is still inside this div, right? This third is inside div, right? And the div has a color called green, so it's gonna override this one because it's more close to the div. Make sense, right? Because the third is inside div. Div is central. Central, you have a color green here. Okay. It's not affected. The reason I just explained already. The thing is a paragraph. This second is a direct wrapped on the paragraph. And if we want to, if the center color is applied on the paragraph, that means inherit. But we have a direct one applied on that.
Yeah, well, what I'm trying to say.
Oh, if you don't have this one. If we don't have paragraph. If we don't have this one, first let's demo here, okay. We have, is it correct? Is it correct? Orange, orange, yellow, yellow. Orange, orange, yellow, yellow, right? And this third is green, right? And cyan, okay. And if you want to have a green on the second, then remove this one. You have second green. Because as I mentioned in the class at demo a lot of times, if you have if the second is wrapped on the P, you have a paragraph, even though it's one, because it's directly applied on this paragraph. In order to get a green, the center is inherit. If you have, I don't use inherit one, okay. And another way, if I want to have green, is you add this one here, okay. If I add this one, the center is also applied on the paragraph, and which is also second, you're gonna over it, gonna be green. Understand? Okay, that's the only that's the case you have to be aware of. Do you remember in the class I explained?
That's the point where the element doesn't take precedence over the class.
Yes. No matter it's ID or class, okay. 2020. This one?
We don't have any class with ID.
Yeah, so browser just ignore it. We don't have classical item, right? When the browser apply, you can just think like this way. Because you don't have, I will do nothing. Yes, that's the tricky part. Okay, that's the part you have to figure out. Okay. So you are going to have one question like this. Okay. And what kind of selectors I'm going to review. Okay. Now let's review the lessons about. So first we have a selector called HTML selector. You have to understand. For the colors, I will always use the red or something. Others you don't need to remember because I only test here, and for the colors, I will using the letters like red, blue, pink, those. Okay. Let me review. Okay, HTML selectors, CSS selectors. Okay, HTML selector, which is like a paragraph, div, span. Okay. Only 3. Okay, which means inside this example, I will only. What did I use? ULLI. I couldn't remember. Oh, if I have, I remove it. Okay. Okay. I just have these 3. Okay. Paragraph, div, and span. Okay. In the HTML. Font family, all of them skip. Okay. The skip. Font family, skip. Size unit, skip. There's no size unit. Those things skip. Okay. Skip. Skip. Background color. You have background color. Okay. Background. This one skip. List styles skip. Okay. Here you have to understand ID selector. ID selector, which is suppose I have let me give example. List item ID equals item. Okay. How can I target using hash item? Okay. And class selector. Class selector, you also need to understand which class selector, which is dot item. You got me? you must understand, okay? What's the difference between them? Naming doesn't matter, okay? You must understand this one, context selector. I will give you a document to you, okay? You doing context select two cases. First one, A and B, which has space. In the exam, I make the space very large, okay? If you're still not sure, do I have a space or not, ask me, okay? I make the space very large, okay? Because if I have space or no space, they are different, right? Okay. This one space, which means any children B inside A, right? Okay. And A can be a paragraph selector, HTML selector, ID selector, or class selector, right? B can also any of that, right? And if we have another one, which is A direct child, B. Okay, that means any direct child, children B inside A. You got it? Okay, this one no, nothing to say. Okay. This one, body no. You have to understand that when you figured out this thing, you have to understand well inheriting or not inheriting. Okay, we only talk about the color and background color. So it's not inheriting, but it's like a margin. They're not inherited. Okay, a style conflict, which is this question. Okay, you might have a style conflict. Which one gonna win, right? Okay. Okay, this one not okay. Overwriting rules, which one gonna win? Which one gonna win? Still this question, okay? Okay, this one depends on the in this case gonna be what's the ID wins, right? Because we're gonna specify the specificity, which general guideline is this one, okay? I will put let me put it here. Okay. I cannot go back. Google. Style conflict. Question. Okay. See, which one? See this exercise. Where is my exercise? Oh, this exercise. Okay. This one. This one. Okay. See exercise, and all the things related to that is on the slides. Okay, like this one. Which one gonna win? Okay. Pseudo element, pseudo class, not in the exam. Okay. The only till here. Okay. No, not in the one. And let me review another two selector. One is called the group selector, which like this one, A, B, C. Then you have this thing. Which is separated with comma, right? And A can be a paragraph, B can be ID item, C can be dot this thing, right? And last one is what's thing? Last one is I forgot to combine the selector, which is like this way, A, B, then like this way. What does this mean? Suppose I have a li dot item, have this one. What does this one mean? Select all the li elements and it has a class item. Okay, which you're going to select like this way, right? And if I have a space means what? Inside, right? It will select all any HTML element which have class item, and it's a children of li. Got it? With space and no space, they're different. Okay. Do you get me? This one will select. Let me put it here. No space. Okay. Color red. This is going to select what? Let me show you. Okay. A, B, C. Let me add a UL. E Li. And when I do color Li, no space between it's going to select this one and this one, right? Okay. Now I add another one. Okay. Here, let me change a little bit. Span. Okay. Let me add a class here called each. Sorry. I will do like this way. Li space. Here I have a space. Okay. Space each. Okay. Which one gonna select it? Red, green. This one gonna be C only, right? C, because it means any HTML element which has a class each and it's a child of Li. So only this one will target, right? This one will target B and D. This one will only target C in my demo. Got the difference?
What about if you
Li space,
Yeah.
then dot item,
Yeah.
and here, what's gonna happen? Nothing. No one will be applied. Suppose here I have a BG background color yellow. None of them will be applied. Why? Because here we are looking for any HTML element which have class item, and it's a child of Li. We don't have any. We do have an item here, but is it a child of Li? No, it's a child of UL. So not this style gonna be ignored. If I cannot find the element which match my CSS rule, nothing will happen. This one, ask you another question. Here, I ask you another question. Okay. Here I have a space. Which selector will target more elements on the page? Well, generally speaking, okay. Which selector will target more elements on the page? This one, right? Okay, because this one means direct child, this one means any child. So this is another question. I'll give you some CSS rules, okay, and I will ask which one will target more child or less child, okay. A multiple choice question. Bring a dice, roll it, okay. You can bring two because it's gonna have A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Maximum F, okay. Okay, that's it for lesson 2. Do you understand what kind of questions? 2 questions. One is in multiple choice, which is this one, okay? And another one is in short answer, which is this one. Okay, no more. But in this part, okay, could be I could use all of them. Depends, okay. So you have to understand all the selectors. Okay. Okay, let's go to lesson 3. I'll skip it. No question in lesson 3. Okay. Lesson 3. Let me make it clear here. Okay, because some student probably didn't join. Didn't join the meeting. Let me see if anyone's here. Oh, lots of people. Lecture 3. No question in the exam. Very good. Okay. Okay, and let's skip about that quiz. Okay, if you have because this one is that quiz. Okay, I removed it. Okay, so if you want to do, if you have question, let me know. I will answer to you. Let's skip this one. Okay. Lesson 4. Lesson 4, let's go over lesson 4. The first part is, oh, I do have some question here, okay. Form controls, let's take a look at, okay. Lesson 4, lecture 4, form and regs. For this one, you only need to, for the form, if I have question, I only test these two, okay? Like action, let's skip it, there's no form. This form, we don't know. Input, let's have one, okay? Input. Input, you only need to understand type equal text, okay? Which is draw a text, okay? And how can I give the value, initial value? Use value, right? Use value, okay? How can I give a placeholder? Placeholder, okay, that's it. And that's it, right? Form input, checkbox, yeah, checkbox, let's take a look at input type equals checkbox. By default, if I don't give a value, by default, the value gonna be on, right? And you can give a value here like a tomato, okay, tomato, okay, then you have a tomato, okay, that's one. And the radio button. Radio button, you have to be careful. First type is radio, right? It's not called a radio button. It's called radio, right? Called radio. And the second one, you need to have a name and make sure they are all have a same name. Otherwise, you can select multiple. And by default, if you don't give a value, then you're gonna have what thing? For all of them, for the one you selected. So you have to make sure you are using MasterCard, you are using others, okay? Which is what thing? Master. Let me give several here. Okay, CC. CC, and here is a Visa. Here is a Visa. And here is what's thing? What's thing? American, AMEX, okay. Express. Okay. Text area. Guys, does text area has the value? No, okay. Because the thing between the opening tag and the closing tag is the initial value, right? All of them, you can set the values by the text area. The thing between them is the value. They don't have a value attribute, right? Okay, very good. Label, what do we use for label? Label, let's skip. I will remove this question. No label. I found another good question. Yeah, this morning, okay. Select, does select has a value attribute? This one has a value attribute? No, it's put in option, okay? Option has a value. If we don't have value for option, what's going to be the value? The thing between the text, okay? The text here gonna become value, but you can assign a value, okay? That's it for the HTML, no more, okay? That's it. All others you can skip, okay? All others skip. And you do have a regular expression. Regular expression, okay? Two regular expression you need to write in exam, okay? And which are similar to what we did here. What is our regular expression? Oh, here. So in the exam, you just have two regular expression you need to write. Let's do this one. Right, this one. How you guys did for this one? This one difficult. Between 0 and 255. Okay. Here is not that's one statement not clear, which is what thing? I don't accept 0, 1. I don't accept we don't accept like 0, 1 or 0, 99. Okay. You got me? Which means only 0, and you for all other numbers we don't accept leading 0. Do you get what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So 0 to 255, right? It means 0 to 3 digit, right? So 3 digit, can I write this one? This is 3 digit, right?
Yeah.
And can I like this one? But the first one is a 0, right? I don't accept it. Okay. Only if you have a 2 digit, either 10, but it cannot be 0, 1, 10. You got me? Do you get it? Okay. But if for x you do that, that's fine. Okay. But for exam, I don't accept it. If the question is like this. So what you can do is just make a 0 to be its own. Okay. Then or then you do what? From what's thing? 1, 10, 0 is sorry, yes, 0 to 9. That's my bad. Okay. We'll do 0 to 9, right? And then we do 2 digit, which is from 10 to 99. Okay, then we from 100 to 255. 100 to
199.
199. Okay. From 100, can we do 2? Can we do 2? 1, 2, 5. Oh, no. 1199, right? Okay. Then 2 till 45.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's take a look at. We will have using all, right? This one is 1. Then how to do this one? 1, 2. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 9, right? And then here you can use use \d if you remember. If you don't remember, 0 to sorry, there to this one, right? Oh, then we do this part, right? The first one is 1, right?
Yeah.
The second one is you can do 0 to 9 and 2. 2.
Yeah, we can do.
2, right? Or you just do you can just do like this, right? Right. And then last one is 2. 200 is 2. Then 255.
0 to 4.
If it's gonna be 200 to 249, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's gonna be 0 to 4, then 0 to 9. Okay, then last one is gonna be 250 to 255, right? Gonna be 25025. My bad. Okay. Don't worry. In the exam, gonna be a little bit shorter. Okay. Like this, right?
Yes, I don't understand why you have to pick it up many times. Why not just do it from 100 to 255?
100 to 255. How to do it? First one is 1 to 2. And then the second one, how to do? If I do 0 to 5, then how about 198? Because this is 0, this is 5. If I do 0 to 5, it's gonna be 1 to 198. But if I do 0 to 9, and how about 290? It's gonna be over.
I thought if you put 100 to 255, it will get all the digits within that range.
Yeah, suppose we do like this way. What's the
Just like that in the square brackets.
Oh yeah. Let me show. Let me give me the answer. Okay. Suppose you want to represent 100 to 255. What's the value? What you wrote here?
Put that in the square bracket.
What's inside?
100 to 255.
No, because JavaScript. The thing is what thing? Oh, that's a great question. The regular expression is targeted for the string. It's not targeted for the numbers. And what Jeremiah asked is, because I want to have match numbers from 0 to 255, right? How about I just do like this way?
Yes.
Right? But the thing is, for Java, for regular expression, it's not for the numbers, which means it doesn't know how to iterate one by one. It's only for the strings. So the reason why 0 to 9 works is because regular expression define when you write this thing, I will know it's from 0 to 9. It doesn't have the thing for 0 to 255. Because Does string know 0? What's the difference between 0? Does if I write a string like 0 to 255, it only represents 0 and 255. It doesn't know it should be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 to 255. Understand me? Because regular expression is not for numbers. Numbers we have the 1, 2, 3, 4. You have like increase one by one. But a string, regular expression is for string. String doesn't know I have to increase one by one. That's why you have to do like this way. You got it? Okay. The reason this one 0 to 9 works is because regular expression, when you write like this, it will know it's from 0 to 9. But if for others, I don't know. Any other question on this one? You can
The last part.
this one. I talking about this one. These two.
Yes.
Because we have to represent 200 to 255, right? But the problem is we separate is because of last one. Suppose I took from 0 to 5, right? And here, if I write it 0 to 9, then I will also target what's thing. Does the 255 match here? Match. I pick 5 here, I pick 8 from here. So it 258 will match this regular expression, right? But I say between the end gonna be 255. You got me? So this one, if the number here is 5, then this one I cannot using 0 to 9. Make sense? Because if I use 0 to 9 and here I pick 5, then it's gonna be 200, 256, 257, 258, which is greater than the number I want. That's why I have to separate them. Because if I use a 5 here, okay, I use 255. But how about 249? This does it match 249 here? No, but I need 249, right? That's the reason. Okay. This is one. Okay, last one. Last one gonna be this one, hex color. Hex color, first you have to have this hash. Is the hash a special character? No, no. And if it have special character, you have to escape, okay? Do you understand what I'm talking about? Suppose here, this hash is not a special character, right? This hash is not a special character. Suppose I use $sign. $sign means end, right? Then you have to escape, like the what thing? Exercise in the slides, we have greater than 100.00. I forgot. We have a demo, right? Which one? That's the one which where it is? Oh, this one. At least this one. This $sign have special meaning. Then you have to escape. You understand? But for our this one don't have. Okay, how did you guys do it? This one. I just put it here. How guys do it? The hex color. I don't care about the capital or lowercase. Okay. So first we have hash, right? And you have to separate 3 or 6. Okay. Oh, do I need to? Oh, you can use 3 to.
Yes.
No. You have to use 2 because you cannot use the 3 to 6. You cannot use you cannot do something like this way because 3 to 6 is gonna have 4 and 5. So you have to separate.
Yeah.
1 is 3 and 1 is 6. You got me? And here gonna become what's thing? A to Z. Oh no, A to F. A to F. Sorry, my bad. A to F. Because the hex color is did I say here? FF. Okay. And then lowercase A to F, right? Lowercase A to F and 0 to 9. And this one is the same thing here. Okay. A to F, 0 to 9, right? Okay, that's it. Probably I need to have, do I need to have this thing? Because this one is for all of them. It's better to have. Yeah. As simple as like this. Okay. Which which one?
For the first three one and then get with my identity included.
I'll take a look at the solution. Okay. Regular expression is regular expression, two regular expression like this one. Okay, like this one, and the other part from here and here, which is a one, probably one or two multiple question. I think it's one multiple question. Okay, one multiple choice question. I already give you a solution. Okay, I already give a solution of that question in the exam, but you have to figure it out by yourself later. Okay. Any more question on this one? If no, no email. No email. Email is too difficult. Not as difficult. Just the yes. Kind of this one. Similar one is a little bit simpler than this one. This one is a little bit more difficult than this one. Kind of like this level. Okay, this level. And if you don't know anything, remember these two and put it in the put it in the exam. Okay. I'll give you some points. Intro to JavaScript. I do have some multiple choice like multiple choice from here. Okay, and let's go over first. Let's go over the big question. The big question inside the exam is like this one, or it's like during the homework, create a function expression. The one, okay. Let's take a look at our exam. No, let's take a look at our question here. Okay, like this. Okay. It's going to be if you understand, if you can do this one without any problem, you can definitely get a full credit on the exam. Okay. If you can do this one. Okay. And if you can do this one and cannot do this one, you will get at least half credit. So create a function declaration named sum with one parameter of array type. The result is sum of all of them. Do you need me to do this one? Okay, let's do it. Okay. Oh, good. I will do this too. Okay. So I will put it here. Okay. Which is JS intro. JS intro question 1 dot question. Just intro.js. I put it all of them here. Function sum. Okay. And what I say? One parameter with array type, right? This is gonna be array, right? And then he's going to ask me return the sum. Oh, this is so easy. Okay, arr.filter. Then, which is each element, the element is greater than what thing? 20. And then sum. Okay, sum use reduce. Reduce gonna be this sum. Oh, no, I cannot use sum because here already have sum. Okay, accumulator and each element. Okay, I will do what's thing? ACCU plus ELEM. Okay, and you can give a 0. If you don't give a 0, the first element gonna be the initial value of ACCU. Okay, then we return. And how to test the console.log sum. Give array like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's gonna be no. Okay, 11, 21, 23. Okay. This one is not included, right? I don't know the value. Okay, it should node just 144. Okay, if I don't have this one, it should be different. Okay, 155, right? Correct, right? Add 11, right?
So when I was trying to do this code in the, from line 1, where there's array, if I don't put the empty array, it was giving me an error. I don't know why.
You do like this way?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have to take a look at the code. Okay. I don't know. Shouldn't it have? This one called the initial value. You don't need to give. Okay. I can take a look at the code. Okay. Because I don't know the error. It shouldn't. Yeah. Yeah.
It's just getting me.
Okay. So next one, create a function expression named get a new array with one parameter of string array. So here is string array. Okay. Return new array contains all the string. Length is greater than equal to 5 and contains the letter A. Oh, that is also easy. This is same like your what's the thing? So sorry. This one should be const. What's the thing? Get a new array. Equals the function which is also an array, right? And this array we will return AR dot filter. The length, right? Greater equal to 5, right? And also contains the letter. You can add two filter, which is first one, which is the str. Str. Oh, in JavaScript we don't have contains. Instead we use includes. Okay. Includes A. This one, right? And you can have another filter. You can use what? You can use and. Okay. Just the way you like. Okay. Str dot length 5. Oh, greater like this, right? Okay. Then we is that all?
Yes.
That's all. Okay. No more, right? So simple. Okay. Then we do a test. Get a new array, and here we give hello. Great. A B C D. C D E F G. Okay. A B C. Etc. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Then node. Console log. Const result equals this one. Okay. Then I console dot log result. Actually, only have one, right? Which is this one. This one is a doesn't match this condition. This one doesn't match this condition, right? Node JS intro ABCD EFG. Okay. Now let's get to the difficult one. Did you guys do this question? Okay. Good. So this is result I expect. Okay. This is result I expect, right? Okay. So take a look at here. First, when we use no matter, if you do have another condition, right? Took this course, right? Okay, this one is easy. We do filter, right? Filter, and for the array also has a method called includes. You can include this one, includes the CS303, right? Then you can filter. But the problem is here, you cannot use a map because this one thing, okay, I turn this one into an object. I can use map. You cannot use map because the map will always return an array to you. And here's the thing. In previously we have an array, right? Array will contain multiple elements. Now we only have one object. You have to use reduce, kind of like a fold into one. Previously we have a group of numbers, and when we reduce, we just have one number like return. So for this question, unfortunately, you cannot use map to achieve it. Map will always return an array which has element inside. In this one, you have to use reduce. The only thing you need to do is what thing? Reduce when do sum, here is 0, right? And here when we do reduce, we give an empty object there. Okay, so let's take this one. Okay. Students, the first one, filter. Okay, filter, I will have each STU. STU dot, I have to get the courses, right? Courses dot includes, okay? Includes, what's the thing I said here? CS303. I'll copy it here. Okay, this one, right? And then just do a reduce. And here, still, okay, accumulator, and this one, each student, okay, you will do something here, okay? And the initial value, we have to give an empty object here. Because later on, in each iteration of the reduce, I just add those values here. Okay, so how to add the values? This is an object. Why use push? You have to use what? Key value pair. Take a look at it here. This is key value pair, right? What's the key? The key should be the value of the name. You got me? Key should be value of the name. Okay, what's the value? Value is the grades, right? Value is the grades, right? First, let's it's called average or what's the average, right? What's that? Student dot grades dot what's that? Reduce. We can do reduce to average, right? AVG. G, okay, each grade, okay. I will do like this one, AVG plus, oh, no, sorry, I will do like this way. Index, here is I use array, okay. Length, and that gives you, do you understand this one, how I get average? This one is average, because average I have to divide by length, right? You can do a sum and divide by the length. Or you can do what? Oh, you can do divide each grade divided by length, then put together. Okay, that's what I did here. Okay, to get an average, then I put the average here. And eventually you have to return this SSU. You have to return something. You have to understand this statement. Do you understand this statement too? If you don't understand, let's do this one together, okay? I will explain here.
Perhaps you do.
Let me explain this one, okay? Then we open for question, okay? Let me finish this one first. Okay? I will go over the flow, okay, to you guys, okay? So here, this is my array. Array have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements, okay? I will just do like this one, okay? Like this one is a Quincy, okay? And all the things, okay? Then we have another one, which is a Jason. I just don't draw others, okay? You understand, okay? And I will do Alexis, okay? And I will do Sam. I will do Katie. Okay, so the first thing is I do filter, right? Filter all the things will do a filter. Okay, filter which includes, and after filter, we are going to have what? This one has, okay, which is Quincy. Okay, then this one, okay, Sam. 303 is Sam. And I have Katie, right? Katie, right? Then I will, for all of them, I will do a reduce, right? Let's see how reduce is gonna happen. Take a look at it here. First, this ACCU originally equals to what? Here, right? Understand? ACCU originally equal this one. Then, when we do the first loop, STU first in the first iteration, SCCU like this, then STU equals what? Quincy, okay? STU is equal to Quincy, and your SCCU is this one. Then we're going to do this part, right? We're going to do whatever inside of this statement, right? Okay, now we do average student grades, which is Quincy, this one, Quincy, this one grades. Okay, I do average. You don't need me go through this part, right? This one is fine. Okay, so we are getting an average. I don't go over it. That's a reduce. Okay. That's a reduce to do average. Do you know how to do this one? If you don't know how to do, if you don't know how to do this one, what I suggest you do a sum, then do average. Because this one is what thing. What I did is like this one. This every G is gonna become 0. Then G gonna represent 99 or 98. What I did is like this one. 0 plus 99 divided by 2. And this 2 then plus 98, 88 divided by 2. And that's my average. That's this part, okay? Wait a minute for a second. How to calculate average? You have 2 ways. This is one way, right? Are they the same? Yes. This one you do is you give a sum divided by the length. And I choose this way. That is my code here. Take a look at it. So I'll only explain once. If you don't understand this one, then you do a sum divided by the length. Okay, I don't want to go over again. So originally my average is 0, right? Because that's my initial value. Okay. Then I do what? This G will represent what? For Quincy, this G gonna represent 99 and 88. So suppose the first one is so first one G is equal to what? 98. Then I have to execute this part, right? This part average is what? 0 plus G is what? 98 divided by array to the length. Array is what? Array is entire this one, right? And what's the length? 2. Okay, and this value gonna become the value of what? Average. Okay, so the next iteration, average gonna become this value. Then I will do again. This average is this one. G is what? 98. Okay, then I do this part, which is 0 plus 98, and then plus what? 98 divided by 2. Then this value is what? Average. Okay, then this one entire being returned to be the value of average. Okay, if you don't understand, just do it regularly. Okay, I don't want to continue on this one. I should be should be. Where am I? Oh, calculate average. So here I have SCCU. SCCU is this one, which is empty, right? Then STU, the first one is Quincy, right? Then what I did, I will do average. 99 plus what thing? 88 divided by 2. 93.5, okay? You got me? Then I do this line. So it's gonna be ACCU is what? Is an object. And what is the value of STU.name? Quincy. So you're actually doing something like this way. What does this line do? When we talk about a JavaScript object, you assign inside here. You got it? You got it? Well, if you don't understand, I will actually demo it to you guys before, okay? Okay? My bad, I had the wrong OBJ. If I print an object, what's gonna become the value? What's the value here? Empty object, right? You have empty object here, right? Let me use an average here. Now let's take a look at it. Can I see here I have Quincy, have 93.5 here. So this is gonna become, you cannot use the dot notation. Okay, because if you cannot use dot notation. If I use dot notation, you cannot get the value Quincy here because I need to use Quincy as the key and the average is the value. So you have to use a square bracket. Any question here? This one, do you understand? Do you understand here? Yes, that's what I did here. That's what I did here. Because here, see here, ACCU stu.name, which means the Quincy that dot name, right? Which refer to this name Quincy. And the equals average is what? Average is the average I computed, right? So you're gonna add the Quincy, the 35 here. You got me? Which is exactly same this one, right? Okay. And then return ACCU. That means or after first iteration, your ACCU will equal to this one, right? Previously, ACCU is this one, right? And after the first one, which is a process, the Quincy, you're gonna have ACCU equal to this one. And then after Quincy, we'll do sum, which means that ACCU equal this one, and I have STU equals same. Sum this object. Then we do same thing. We do the average. Average 20. Sum is where 21. 91 plus 82 divided by 2. 86.5. Okay, which means my average is 86.5. Okay, so that means this average is 86.5. I do something. ACCU STU the name. STU is a sum. Sum, do I have name? Yes, I have sum. So you actually do something like this way. ACCU, then sum equals 86.5. This is gonna do what? Add another sum here, and the value is 86.5. Then the second one done, then we do the last one, and eventually gonna get what? KT, and what's the average? What's the average here? You got it? The only thing you have to understand, is this one, because we have to use the value of name as the key. You cannot use the dot notation. What I mean is the dot notation is like this way. Let me show you again. I'll comment this one, okay? What I mean is I will have an average here, okay? You cannot, what's gonna happen if I use this one? What's the value here? What's the object here? What's the object? Not empty. What's the key? You have key value pair. Yeah, very good. Should be name 90, okay? Now I change it, okay? What it is? Quincy 90. Okay, that's why I say don't use dollar notation. Dollar notation doesn't work. You have to refer to the value. Okay. Look at the video I explained. Okay. Any more question on this one? Do you understand how it works now? Exam a little bit easier than this one. Okay. Easy. Which one?
I'm quite interested in only the square. Yes.
What did he say?
What if you wanted to print out only the grade scored in this? Yes, this.
You see, you have grade 99 and grade 99 and 88. Then you have CS 301, CS 303. I think we assume that for CS301 gets 99.
So how, what if you wanted to print out only one?
Which one?
Was saying for all students that attempted
CS303.
303,
Yes,
What
let
is
us
it?
print out their score,
yes,
their grade.
yes. Here, that's what we did here. I have filter here. So that in the grades, you want to have JSON, you want to have this one.
It's 99 and 88. We only want one of them.
We only want one of them.
99 and 98.
Yeah.
Yes, we want
whatever it is.
not the average, just
Just one
one
of
of
those.
You want them to print only one grade.
Oh, let me, you don't want the average, okay? You want one of the grades.
Yes.
Which one you want? The first one or second one? Because we cannot say if you want the first one, you do what? Student dot grades 0. If you want the second one,
For this case, we are not in order. If you look at some, we have. Sorry, if you look at some and Katie, the grades were swapped.
I didn't swap the grades.
I think is that we are sure.
Some will have 303 as the second.
He is mapping the
Yes, at
grade,
80 you have
grade array and the
303.
courses array. So assuming that
The
in the
first
first one, CS303 is 82. And for the second one, CS303 is 66. So he's kind of mapping those two grades.
Ah, you are mapping this array with this one
Yes.
with
Yes.
you want then your question should be, I want to get the grade for CS303, right?
Yes.
Okay. So in this case, you have to do a lot of job, because here I don't care. Here I don't. We have to what was thing. First, you have to do like this way. Okay, it's doable. Okay, but we have to assume your grades is matched with the course. The index, what you're gonna do, what thing, like this, okay? How to do it, okay? First, let index equals stu dot courses dot find index, okay? And each course, c equal to CS 303. You find index, then using this one. Like this. Okay, you got me? Because in this case, we have to make sure this is the grade for CS, this is grade for this one, this is grade. We have to have this kind of convention rules here. Okay, you find the index here, then you give an index here. Okay. Any more questions you guys have here? Which? Yeah, you see here like this way. The answer like a result, then you do what? Console.log result 2. Probably we have a result somewhere like this. This one I'm talking about?
Yeah, I have to do that.
No. You, what I expect, you just give me this part. That's enough. Okay. In the exam, I will ask you to define a function. Okay. You give me a function. You return that value. Okay. In the exam, which is look like this, which is similar to the homework. You create a function to do something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't use reduce.
It also works.
I use, yeah.
Okay.
Can not work,
If it works, it's fine.
but I use map. Put the map and a new variable.
I'll take a look at it later. Okay. Map, no matter what, map will return an array to you, right? No matter what, map will return an array.
Yeah.
But here, I'm not asking for array. I'm asking for an object. So I don't know how you. I'll take a look at. Here is here is not an array. Okay. Here is the object. Map will always return array. So you may need the additional things. Okay, we'll see. I'll take a look at the code. Any question on this one? If not, we are already 3 o'clock. I'm going to stop here. Then for the remaining, we'll do next time. Oh, you finished? Let's finish the intro to JavaScript. Okay. Then others. Okay. Then we can do meditation at home. Okay. That's good. Okay. I didn't say we do not do meditation. Okay. We'll do meditation at home. Let's go over JavaScript intro. JavaScript intro. Skip. Okay. You need to understand how to define variables. Okay. Why is that? JavaScript intro. Lecture 5 is 5, right? JS intro, which is page 10. Okay, page 10. How to define a variable. Okay. Let it constant var. This one can skip. Okay. I didn't ask all the scope of things. I will only ask inside the question. I will show you the exercise in tomorrow's exercise. Okay. Today for this lecture, you only have three multiple choice, and one question is like the exercise we did. Okay. And the constant, what it is, types, number. Okay, what's the number type? We don't have integers. Okay. And here, this one. You have to understand the difference between page 14. Page 14. You have to understand this thing. Okay. And which is what thing? This is value and type. This one is only value. You also need to understand this one, okay? You understand this one? Okay, this one gonna become true because he will convert 5.0 into a number which is 5, and the value is same. But if we use 3 equal, it's gonna be fail because one is string type, one is number type. This one skip. Boolean, you must understand. 16. Page 16. Truthy versus falsy value. Okay. Just to remember those are falsy. Like NaN 0.0 false, empty string non-undefined, and all others are truthy. Okay.
If we take 5.0, just 5.0 equal 5, that is always true.
This one is false.
No, without the
Some
quotation.
Oh, this one, right?
Yeah.
This one always true because we only has a one type which is number. No matter you are floating, no matter you are okay. Okay. String. If you are in the exam, I forgot. Okay. If in the exam you need any string API, let me know. I will give it to you. Okay. You got me? Suppose you want to use some substring, I will find a solution for you. Okay. You got me? But if you do not know, if you ask me how to do this one, I want to give it to you. Okay. Okay. Any API on string, if you need, let me know. I'll give it to you. Okay. Let's. Null and undefined, not in the exam. But you have to understand what they are because there are some next a return function by default return undefined those. Okay. You have to understand how to create object using object literal. I may have a question which the thing like this one. Okay. Page 19, object literal. Object literal. Anyway, you will understand because we have more lecture on object literal. You can skip. If else statement, that's the basic. Okay. If you forgot if else and for loop, let me know. I'll give it to you. There's no while do while there. Okay. Array methods. Array methods just the filter map reduce the 3. Page what's the page 25. 24, 23 to 25. array. You do know how to define array? Bracket give array, okay. And in the exam, I only test the filter map reduce, these 3 methods. Other methods, I don't test, okay. And what you filter map reduce, you are using like this way or using arrow function, you choose, okay. Don't make yourself difficult, just use arrow function. You have to understand the difference between function declaration and a function, what's the expression, okay. 27, 28. 28. Function declaration, function expression. What's the difference between this one is hoisted, this one is not. Okay. Understand? In the creation phase, it's already there. This one is not existing in the creation phase. It's added in execution phase. Don't you understand? Okay, let me give you an example. Yeah, like a homework. Function declaration, right? Function expression, right? This one, work. This one, fail. Okay. Hey, where did work? Still fail, but you will get a different error. This one will, yes, exactly. Yeah. Undefined. Okay. If you don't understand, do the homework of yesterday and today. Okay. This one, error function, anonymous function. I don't test. Okay, because definitely you're gonna use it, but it doesn't matter for us for the midterm. Function signature. Oh, this one in the exam probably. Page 33. Okay. When I call this one, what's the value gonna be in the? It's gonna have what? When I call this one, x undefined. This one, x1. This one, x2. 3 is ignored. No overloading. You have to understand. 34. 34. No overloading, which means always the last one wins. Okay, always the last one. Arguments not in the exam. Oh, arguments in the execution context there. Okay, but I don't have this one here. Rest parameters you have to understand. 36. 36. Rest PARM, the rest parameters, which is the x in when we call like this way, 5 gonna become value x, 5 gonna become value y, right? And this more gonna become an array which have one element 5. And for if I call like this way, 6 gonna be value x, 6 gonna be value of y, and for the more gonna have an array have 6, 6, 6. Okay. Practice by yourself. Spread not in the exam. Error function depends on how your code you wrote. Okay. If you use error function, it's your then it's in the exam. If you don't use, not there. But we will have we will have tomorrow introduced. Okay. Okay. Anyway, in the true or false question, not in the exam. And other piece of code that you wrote, it's yours. Okay. Filter map reduce.
For the exam, instead of the array function, if you use the
It's also work. Okay. Anything work is fine. Okay. Destruction assignment, very important, but not in the exam. So for GS intro, only this part gonna become a program question. All others in the true or false question, multiple choice question. You don't need to review, just trust yourself. Okay. You have 25%, okay, to get it correct. If you don't know which one is the correct, always choose C. Okay, so we will stop here, and for the remaining we'll do next time. Okay, and I will give you more details when we do review. Okay, when we do we only have this one, these two will only have not in the multiple choice probably. Okay, not anymore. These two will have another 2 questions. I will show you later. Okay.
So there's no writing code for HTML.
I'm not writing code for HTML. Okay, HTML part only this question. Only here.
Yes.
No, this is HTML. You probably say you tested me here. Okay, and also a little bit multiple choice question. Okay. No code. No need to write HTML. Okay.
No code for HTML, no code for CSS.
No. Okay. Only JavaScript have a coding. Okay, I will upload everything. I will put here. I will put everything I did so far in the exam and the midterm exam. Okay. Okay. See you guys tomorrow. Make sure you sleep well. Tomorrow it's gonna be difficult. Yes.
The next station part of the call by this one.
Let me see.
If we have the
Yes. 3.
yeah,
Oh yeah, of course, great. Because this part is optional. Yes, exactly. Great. It works. Okay. Do you want me to check your the map? I can come if you wait for me. Okay. So found this one.
C, big mark the C. You can do already or you can stick with you say, oh, my friends.
I almost done. Just wait me 1 second.
Simply the beach.
Yes. Don't worry. Okay. Don't worry. You are all good. Let me see the results. Oh no, you cannot do like this because you have three lines. I only need to have 1 object. This
Because
is
you didn't mention in the question, you
Ah.
need an object.
yep. You see.
You need the output.
Yeah. See, take a look at here. Take a look at here. Take a look at question. What is the question? You take a look at question. Oh, no, just quizzes. She's just intro anyone. See here, example of result. They can see here. This is example.
The brackets, the brace, the rows.
Yes, all of them together. Example of the result. You can see the brace. Okay. That's why I said map want to work. It's also here said here. If you read the question for given a regular computer average of student which return an object which key is standard value something. Anyway,
Yeah, I put 3 objects.
yeah, you have to only one because I said return an object, not a 3. Only one object key is something, value is something. But you got the answer right. You got what I'm doing right.
Yeah, the reduce is a
Yeah.
little difficult.
Yeah. That's why I give that's why I give it here, so you don't need to be, surprised in the exam. Okay. But you can see it reduces very powerful, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.